welcome to the Shipwreck Isle instructional video. I am Sammy the Shark, and I'm going to walk you through building this LEGO set bit by bit so that you can have your very own tropical island. Like everybody knows, the first thing to do when lost on a stranded island is to get a hold of your bearings, and for this build, we're going to use the top of the build plate as north, right as east, bottom as south, and left as west. Our adventure starts nice and simple, opening up bag 1 and starting the build of the island. We are going to start the island by building the base, and we're going to do this by opening up bag 1 and sorting the pieces shown on screen. From here on out, things might get a little bit more complicated, so feel free to pause the YouTube video, go into settings and slow things down, or rewind and rewatch things as needed. To begin the build, we're going to place 3 2x4 green bricks in the northeast corner of the build. Afterwards, just to the west of that, we're going to place 2 2x3 green bricks and then another 2x4 green brick. We then fill in the area to the south with 2 more 2x3 green bricks. Then, starting from the southeast edge of the island, we're going to place a 2x3 green brick, a 2x4 green brick, and a 2x1 green brick. The next step is to place a 3x1 green brick along the same edge, but 1 stud to the north. After this, going from east to west, a 2x4 and 1x3 green brick are placed along the south side of the island. The second layer begins by placing a 2x4 light green brick 1 stud southwest of the corner. After which you place another light green 2x4 just to the south of that, and a lime green 2x4 brick just to the left of the previous, followed by a lime green 2x3 west again and 2 studs to the north. The second layer is then extended to the southwest using a 2x4 and 1x2 light green brick. The third layer begins with a 2x3 green plate in the northeast corner of the second layer, followed by a 2x2 plate just south of that. The third layer is then filled in, going west, with 2x2 green plates. Directly to the south of this last normal plate, place a special modified 2x2 green plate, followed by, to the east of that one, another normal green 2x2 plate. 2 2x2 lime green bricks are then placed 1 stud in from the northeast corner, topped by a 2x4 flat top green plate. Just to the west of these, a 2x2 green brick and plate are stacked on top of each other. After which a special brown 2x2 plate is placed in the northwest corner of the island, with the 2 circular dark brown pieces stacked on top of it. And the final special plate is added at the south to finish the build out. The construction of the island then continues with the addition of sand and water. These pieces can be found in bag 1 as well, and can be sorted into these 2 groups for sand and water respectively. Keep the island's directions in mind, as in this clip, the island is rotated so that you can see the placement of the sand better, as the first 2x2 corner piece is placed at the southeast corner of the island, followed by a light tan 2x1 brick just to the west of that, and 2 tan 1x1 bricks continuing along the coast in the same way. Next, a light tan slope brick is placed directly west of these 2 once again, followed by a light tan 4x1 flat piece just north of this. Then, north once again, a second light tan 2x2 corner brick is placed in order to continue hugging the coast. After which point, a second light tan 2x1 brick, this time with a hole in the center, is placed to continue along the coastline. This is followed by the tan 2x1 and light tan 6x1 flat pieces, which go all the way north to the top of the build plate. The construction of the water then begins by placing the darker blue 6x1 flat brick directly to the west in the corner of the very first sand piece placed down, and west to this again, we place the darker clear blue 4x1 flat piece. We then begin to fill in the edge of the shoreline using the light blue 4x1 L-shaped piece. And to the west of this, a flat top blue 2x2 plate, and to the west of this again, a 2x1 normal blue plate. 2 studs to the north of this new southwest corner we've created, we place a light blue 4x1 brick, followed north again by a light blue 6x1 flat brick, with the final clear piece in the northwest to finish off the build. With that, we have successfully moved on to part 2, the Shipwreck, which you start by opening bag 2 and collecting these pieces that are shown. This is all built in one section, so this should be everything. We start by placing a 2x2 brown brick at least 3 studs south and 5 studs east of the edges, followed by a brown 2x1 plate to the east and a flat top 4x1 plate on top of the first brick. Then, one dark brown 2x6 plate, one brown 2x4 plate, and 2 brown 2x2 plates are placed going south in a single straight line. After this, the chair piece, facing south, is placed at the southernmost point of the dark brown 2x6 plate. The brown 4x1 window is then placed just south and 1 stud to the right of the original brick, while a brown 2x1 brick is placed opposite this to the west, followed by 3 2x2 brown bricks going south in a straight line. This allows the following 4x1 brown angled plate to be placed on the west side directly across all 3 brown bricks. You can then place the 4x1 ridged brown brick just south of this. The brown 2x1 window piece with black details can be placed on top of the ridged brick and the 2x2 brick to connect the two. A brown 2x1 short slanted piece is placed to the south to finish the left wall. Back to the east side, a standard 6x1 brown brick is placed just south of the detailed window, and on top of its northern edge, a 2x1 thin wall piece is placed on top. Just to the south of this, you can then place the 2x1 brick with a claw on the front, and in this claw, you're able to place the paddle. South of this once more, you're then able to place another thin wall piece in order to complete the top of the large brick. The east wall then continues with a 2x2 brown brick which touches the center plate from before. With the continuation south and the addition of a dark brown 2x1 tall slanted piece, the east wall is finished, and the center can be finished as well with the large final brown sloped piece. The light brown bag can be placed anywhere, and with that, the ship is complete. Part 3, Plants and Animals, comes from Bag 3, but is broken up into lots of sections, so other than taking out all the pieces, don't worry too much about it right now. We start off by building the large tree on the island. This section of the build will require the parts seen above. Building the tree starts by taking the large brown curve piece and attaching the upside down trapezoid to the bottom as shown. After this, you can stack the 1x1 brown brick on top, and on top of this, you can stack the 1x1 cylinder brick. Next up, you're going to take 2 of your large tree leaves and take the back leaf and take the front of it and place it on top of the front leaf. After this, you're going to repeat it 4 times. Just make sure that you have the back leaf on top of the front leaf. After this is complete, you can take the trunk of the tree and start to place each double leaf on top of that cylinder, each one stacked above the back of the other, facing in some random direction. It's totally up to you how you want to face them, just make sure they're spread out nice and even like a real tree. With this done, the rest is easy. All you have to do is build up the top. This starts by taking the 3-leaf green cylinder piece, placing it on top, placing the green flag piece on top of that, and finally topping it all off with the green cone. From here, you can take the tree, bring it over to the island's east side, and you're going to place it right along that ledge made perfectly to fit for it, with the edge just dangling off. Next up, we're going to move on to building the small tree, which is pretty simple. It just takes the material shown here and is going to be put together and stuck into the log holder on the island. It starts by taking a small green leaf piece and taking the brown rod and pressing it through it towards the bottom. Then you're going to take one of the large tree leaf pieces and slide it in over the top and spread them out a little bit evenly along the rod. You're going to continue this process, sticking it through the back of each big tree leaf and splaying them out so that they go out like a bush or a sprout. Finally, you top it off with the narrow tree leaf and place it into its respective holder on the island. With the small tree complete, we can now move on to building the small plant decorations that are scattered around the island. They're pretty simple and usually only take 1 or 2 pieces. We begin this process with a carrot, which starts with the 1x1 orange stud, with a 1x1 green stud stacked on top of it, and then the sprout pressed into the top. All these plant decorations can go anywhere on the island, but we do have these special plates, like this brown one, for these decorations. Moving on to the flower build, things get even simpler. All you have to do is take one of the small green leaves and place the green leaf with flower on top of that. Once again, it can go on the specialized build plates. The fern pieces come as is and can go on any 1 block area, so go ahead and place them on any stud throughout the island as you want in order to make it feel alive and decorated. Next up is a simple but fun one, building the duck. The duck only takes 4 pieces, so just take them out of bag 3 and gather them as shown. You begin by taking out the pieces and gathering them up. You start with the inverted trapezoid piece and place the little flap overhang 1x1 on top. You can go in any direction you want, it's just aesthetic. You then take the top curving neck and the triangle and stack them on top of each other. You can place them anywhere, but he likes to hang out on the beach. Up next is the whale. It's a somewhat tricky build, but it can be placed anywhere, loves its open space, and it only requires a few materials, which are shown here. After gathering up those materials, you pick a wide open space and start off a little bit towards the east with a gray 2x2 brick. On either side of this, you're going to place these special gray 2x2 bricks that have holes in the center. To the east of these, you're going to place the gray 3x1 brick to finish off the front of the head. West of this, and on the whale's north side, you're going to place the 2x2 sloped corner brick, with just south of this placing the 2x1 sloped edge brick. The east face of the head is fitted with a 2x3 flat top gray plate. Temporarily moving off the base plate, you take the light blue cylinder and place on top of it the water splash piece. What you're able to do from there is place into the top hole the water spout / jet clear piece, which you can then place in the very center of the head. And just to the west of the head, you place another 2x3 flat gray plate. 1 stud west of this again, you place the tall sloped gray piece and a final 2x3 gray plate on top. We can now move on to my personal favorite build, the shark, for possibly obvious reasons. We can gather these few pieces collected above The build begins when we take the white teeth plate and place on top the blue sloping piece. We then take the 2x2 white plate and place the 2 black studs to its right side. What we'll be able to do then is to take the piece from before and place it on top of the black studs facing away from the rest of the white plate, and on the back of the white plate placing the 2x1 blue flat top plate. The fin can then be made by taking the 1x2 center stud plate and placing the tall slope piece on top. The shark can be placed anywhere, but he does like to hang out by the boat to make sure that the people are all right. Last but not least, we have to place in the characters. You can use any character for this build, including your own, but here are 2 adventurers that we have going to the island just to show some placements. Hello, it's Sammy the Shark one last time, and I just wanted to thank you for watching, listening, and reading, and I hope we were able to help you complete this set and have an adventure on the Shipwreck Isle.